We're going to talk about a company called Xcelerate. We're going to talk a little bit about the product. We're going to talk a little bit about the future and about the business opportunity attached. I think that once you understand where we came from, where we're going, I think you're going to be equally as excited as we are. Because, and I say this with every call, but it's very, very true. I think that everyone that's on the call tonight, uh, the Zoom, that we're all looking for something more in our lives, right? And I think that's true for almost everyone. And whether that's time freedom, financial freedom, the opportunity to live where you want, do what you want, volunteer where you want, to own and take part of your life. I think that freedom, whatever that means for you, is what we're all looking for. And I think that once you understand what we have here, you are going to be equally as excited. So we were founded in April of just this year. So we are a new company. We are founded with the stern belief in people over profits. And we mean that not just as a motto or a slogan. We really do mean that from the bottom of our hearts. This company wouldn't have been started if we didn't mean that. And we believe in equity and stability, thrivability, meaning the ability for this company to last the long haul, not just a company started with an exit strategy, a company started with some sort of plan to sell out or go public. None of that will ever happen. We are completely debt free, have been from day one. We know we owe no one anything, and we're going to keep it that way. So we're very excited. We're very proud about that. One of the things that we did when we first got started was we started some really important and strategic partnerships. And it really doesn't matter, what your intent is in a company. You just can't do it alone. And just like it takes a village to raise a child, it really does take these strong strategic partnerships to really create a empire like we're trying here. One of the important things to look at, first of all, obviously, was manufacturing and shipping, because we could have great manufacturing, but if we can't get it to people, it really doesn't make sense, and vice versa. One of the partners that we chose, or one of the reasons why we chose these companies, was because we cannot outgrow them. One of the problems in this industry a lot, and I've run into it in the past with other companies I've been involved with, is that you tend to outgrow the first companies that you partner with. Maybe you don't have the funds, maybe you don't have the experience, maybe you don't have the resume that the larger companies will accept, and you end up having to switch midstream. You see people switching software companies and shipping companies and payout companies and manufacturing companies, et cetera, and so forth. These companies that we've chosen, we just cannot possibly outgrow. They're huge. We will grow into them, but we're never going to grow out of them. And that was really the big determining factor, or one of them, when choosing these particular partners. Rensley Corporation, of course, was the start of all of this. When we reached out to a bunch of, this was without going into the whole backstory. This whole company came about by a patent search. And we were researching patents, and we came up with a couple of companies that had particular patents that we were looking at to create a product and a company around. And Rensley was one of them. And within probably 30 minutes of actually phoning or emailing Rensley, the president CEO reached out to us, and we started a conversation that lasted probably about a month and a half before we even pulled the trigger or signed on the dotted line with him as a partnership. He let us know all about the industry as a whole, what all of the other products out there were, where they came from, what the history was, everything you could possibly know. This is seems like a large industry, the automotive supplement industry, but it really is a small industry. And so one of the big factors with Rensley was that they've had their hand in the cookie jar, so to speak, in the hydrocarbon burn rate modulator area of fuel for over 30 years. And so Dr. Parrish who created Rensley, who started Rensley, was and is a literal rocket scientist. He's a PhD chemist. He worked with the Hercules rocket program. We're going to talk a little bit and go into depth more in slides here as we move forward. But his knowledge, his experience, were something that really impressed us. And so instead of having to reinvent the wheel, at first we thought about creating our own product, but once we found what Rensley had, what Rensley knew, and how Rensley could help, and we could help Rensley, we locked arms, and we're very, very excited that we did. The second part of this equation here, as far as the partnerships, was Landmark Global, just a huge, huge powerhouse in shipping, over 1 million packages shipped around the globe. Every single day, 36,000 employees. Like I said, we will never outgrow these companies. We will grow into them, which we're really excited about, no matter how many markets and how many countries we move into. These companies are going to be with us for the long haul. We have the ability with Rensley to do hundreds of thousands of packs of product a day, and Landmark up to 1 million plus packages a day. So it is going to be a long-term relationship, and we're really excited about that. This is the product. This is our flagship product. We have a few other products that are coming out here that we are really excited about as well. But this is the first conversation with Rensley Corporation, was this fuel catalyst. And this fuel catalyst is a patented proprietary product. It treats, one pack has 6 tabs, treats up to 120 gallons of fuel. As a matter of fact, on one side of the tab is the logo, and on the other side is a cross section in 4 different quadrants. Each quadrant treats 5 gallons. They snap in quarters really, really easily, and you can treat 5-gallon cans of fuel. It stabilizes the fuel. We'll go into this as well. You could treat motorcycles and lawnmowers, not only vehicles, trucks, and large equipment, but even small engines, chainsaws, etc. 100% safe on gas, diesel, and plus, meaning all hydrocarbon fuel-based engines. Any type of diesel, biodiesel, kerosene, home heating oil, any type of hydrocarbon fuel, this product will treat. Lower emissions, increased fuel efficiency, increases power, cleans engine. We'll go in a little bit about how this does that. I'm not going to go into the deep science of that. We'll get into that in another, maybe a training call in the near future. But this company has 30 years of research in this product, literally millions of dollars in development. There is no other product out there, none, that can compare to the history, and not only the history, the actual science and lab reports. So one of the great things about engines, whether it's a automobile engine or a large generator or a school bus, they don't have placebo effects, right? You're not gonna give a tab and pop it into the tank and they're gonna have a sense of well-being, right? You're not gonna have any of that with this product. This is either it works or it doesn't. It works when prices are high, it works when prices are low, and everywhere in between. It either works and saves people money on fuel, or it doesn't. And I think that having a company that we're partnered with that has 30 years of research, all the way from having transportation from Walmart tried the product, large, huge industrial sand pits, large generators, industrial marine ships out in ocean, that the big cargo container ships. I mean, literally any type of engine you can think of, they've done research and used billions of gallons of fuel have been treated with this formula. And this is one of the reasons that we went with this company, because this company has legs. You can have the best opportunity you want, you can have the best company you want, you can have the best intentions, right? But if you don't have a product that without any of that would still sell in the marketplace, then you don't have anything. If people are just purchasing your product because it's attached to a business opportunity, you don't have anything. There is nothing stable about that company or that opportunity. If you have a product that will sell without a business opportunity attached, if it would sell over and over again in retail, and in this case is being sold for 30 plus years, on the market through Rensley and their companies, then you know you have something exciting and special, and we do with this product. So I know I'm rambling here, but we'll move on to the next slide, possibly. So here's a little timeline here. It started in 1986, mid 80s, around there. Dr. Parrish was working for a private company out in Utah, and in the deserts of Utah, they tested rockets and rocket fuel and solid rocket boosters. And this is where he got his start into the solid rocket and the burn rate modulators. Fast forward here into the late 80s, all the way up into the 90s, he actually formulated rocket fuel for NASA. Started a company called Parrish Chemicals, manufactured NASA fuel for them because of his expertise in that field, second to none. So when you hear people talking about burn rate modulators and people talking about these other companies, talking about NASA and talking about Nobel Prize technology and organometallic compounds, this is all the pedigree, all the history, all the science, all the testing, all the lab reports from Rensley and our formula. So this is the first fuel tab that's was ever on the market, and they have the most science, literally millions of cars, millions of engines, billions of miles driven with this product. Fast forward to 2022, and you can see that we met with Rensley, as I mentioned before. We are marketing their product through our brand Xcelerate, and people are seeing some great results, which we'll talk about here. This is a patented product. This is a proprietary product. I'm going to get to that next slide right here. Now, here's some examples of a few testimonials. We're not going to get into every testimonial, but if you want to see for yourself, as opposed to me just reading off of the screen or you seeing a few people, go to facebook.com/groups/grab the tab, and you're going to see all kinds of testimonials from people when it comes to this product in their vehicles, from diesel to gasoline, UK, Australia, all around the world. People are seeing the same type of results, where better fuel economy, better running, more power. And again, this is something that vehicles do not have placebo effects. It either works or it doesn't. And it's going to be really, really easy and really quick where you're going to come out with the results that it doesn't work if you push further enough. And so we have literally thousands, tens of thousands of people that are trying this product right now, right at this very moment. And this particular website on Facebook will show you a lot of the testimonials. And you can see for there, not only we're talking about fuel economy, people saving money on fuel itself, but also lowers emissions. Smoother drive, people have reported, more power, more torque. I was speaking with the guy who runs Uber Eats, and he was talking to me about the power that he had just with the second tab that he put into it. He was feeling much more power than he's been driving for a few years, doing what he does through Uber Eats and DoorDash and things like that. Less maintenance, cleaner oil. Because what this product does is when you put it into your tank, it becomes fuel. One of the proprietary or the patented ingredients in here, or technologies, is an encapsulation. And I don't know if I have that slide in here. I may or may not, I'm not sure. But it's an encapsulation process where they encapsulate the main ingredients, the active ingredients, in one of the most thermally stable compounds on Earth. And what that does, and that is derived from natural gas, a hydrocarbon fuel. So when you add this to your tank, unlike all the other fuel tabs out there, it becomes part of the fuel again, and is literally undetectable in fuel. So I know there's some skeptics out there and some negative people, thinking in their head right now, well, yeah, of course, it can't be detected in fuel, just so you can say it's not working, it is working, etc. But that's not true, because what they've added, being the engineers and the chemists that they are, they've added a little precursor, a little point in the formula that they can detect. And they do this because of a number of reasons: insurance for one, lab reports and testing for another, figuring how many parts per million their product is in fuel, etc. But they can measure this, but the actual formula itself is completely undetectable in fuel. And what it does is it lowers the burn rate. We're talking about burn rate modulators, rocket fuel, etc. It lowers the rate at which fuel burns to a more even temperature. Because what happens, fuel with all different sizes of hydrocarbon clusters, some may be large clusters, small clusters, they have different surface area, different oxygen, they burn at different rates. In your engine, you can run from 6, 8, 10, 1,000 degrees to 200 degrees. It depends on what part of the combustion chamber the fuel is. What this does is it lowers the temperature. So it doesn't do a pre-ignition, but what it does do is it allows fuel to burn at a more even rate. Because what happens when fuel burns at an uneven rate, like all engines on Earth, what happens is it builds up carbon. Carbon is the unburnt byproduct of fuel. Doesn't matter if it's the diesel, doesn't matter if it's gasoline, hydrocarbon, the black smoke you see in kerosene, that is all carbon. And what carbon does to your engine is over time it builds up and it wreaks havoc. It pollutes your oil over the course of time. This is why you have to, not only the degradation with the wear and tear and the lubricity of your oil, but also the carbon buildup in your engine has a lot to do with how long your oil lasts and how long it is a viable lubricant in your engine. Also, it is a corrosive product. And what our product does when you add it to your fuel, it is a neutral product, right? So when you add, it lends an electron to the carbon to make it more neutral, and easily it comes off of the inner parts of your engine. So it cleans your fuel injectors, your spark plugs, the inside of the combustion chamber, the pistons. It cleans the carbon off of that, and it allows it to not form on the engine parts again. So it is a base. The carbon is an acid, it's acidic, it lends an electron, it allows this product to remove the carbon. And when you remove the carbon, it doesn't just send it out the tailpipe, but what it does is it reignites and burns again. So it's almost like a second burning, which gives you part of the equation when it comes to fuel economy. And more power, etc. So this is a very unique product. No liquid product can do this. No other tablets can do what this product does. This is scientifically proven, scientifically formulated. This wasn't created by some guy named Brett in Utah. This is literally a PhD chemist and NASA rocket scientist that created this product, not because he wanted to make money, but because this is his passion. Again, all different types of engines, cars, lawnmowers, chainsaws. We're just using cutting trees that had fallen during the hurricane this morning. In your chainsaw, in your golf carts. Here where we are up here, it's a huge golf cart area, and a lot of the snowbirds, people that live down here in Florida for the winter and up north somewhere in the summer, they'll leave their vehicles here, a spare vehicle or their golf carts, and they usually have to drain all the fuel out of them so that they can sit for 6 months, 8 months, or however long they're gone. When you add our product to fuel, it stabilizes the fuel and allows it to last longer. I only say that because you can add these to storage tanks. You can add these to fuel canisters in your garage for your lawn equipment, etc. Boats. This is great for recreational boats, for large commercial boats. This is great for personal watercraft like Sea-Doos. Literally anything with a hydrocarbon engine, anything that burns fuel. Propane. This works in propane. Propane is a liquid hydrocarbon fuel. It works in propane as well. So EPA registered. This is our EPA registration number. These are the patents that this product has: USA, Australia, Canada, and another worldwide patent that covers over 184 countries worldwide, including China. So very, very, very difficult to try to duplicate this, even in China. And trust me, a lot of people have, a lot of companies have, and they've met with lawsuits and litigation, and they end up just going along the wayside. This patent is absolutely solid. So over 35 years, I know I'm kind of beating this to death, guys, but really, if this product, again, doesn't have legs, if this doesn't work, if this can't stand on its own and do the things we claim it can do without a business opportunity, then this product is no good. This opportunity is no good. This company will not last. But it does. We're grateful. We have 35 years of research, even before we even touched this product. Literally since 1994, I have documentation of what this product has done, from Walmart to big sand pits to Saudi Arabia, the Philippines, the UK, large transportation companies, municipalities, mom and pop delivery companies, golf cart delivery companies, you name it, this product has been in the tank. And not only that, lab reports from removing a portion of the gums that are found in fuel. We have lab reports that show this third-party, studies, without, our intervention, without us paying any labs. We have tons of studies on what are those called? The dyno machines, where you put your vehicle, your motorcycle, your car on these rollers, and they, you put it on cruise control type of thing, and it runs, and you can test it and you can tweak it and make it run more lean, make it run better, tune it. They've run lots of tests on that. So again, a lot of experiments and a lot of science have gone into this product over the course of years. All right, let's talk a little bit about the business opportunity. Again, if you want to see some testimonials, get with a person who invited you to this Zoom. They can show you more about the product. They can show you a little bit about the testimonials if you want. You can go on your own to facebook.com/groups/grab the tab. You don't have to be a member. You can join right there, and you can see all the testimonials for yourself. Ask questions with the members in there. Reach out to a few of them if you want to, just see what their real experience has been. We're not twisting anyone's arm to put testimonials. We don't incentivize people. We aren't giving them free product or prize or anything like that. This is people are doing this voluntarily because this product works. So let's talk about the 5 ways to earn with this company. 5 ways to earn are online retail, direct retail, fast start bonus, matrix bonus, and mentoring bonus. This is a very, very simple plan. It may not be easy. Nothing is. If this was easy, everyone would be doing it. And if everyone could do it or did do it, then it wouldn't be an opportunity anymore. So this is a very simple compensation plan. You introduce people to the product and you make a commission. If they introduce people to the product, they purchase product, you make a commission, they make a commission. It's very, very simple process. We don't have a bunch of hoops to jump through. We don't have a bunch of qualifications. We don't have a bunch of rubies and diamonds and 3 stars and all of the different ranks and all of that. We don't have legs to balance. We don't have flushed volume. We don't have many of the qualifications that most compensation plans require. First of all, direct retail. You're going to earn the difference between wholesale and retail. Pretty simple. You are going to purchase, for example, you buy a 10-pack for $160. That's $16 per pack, and you sell it retail, which we recommend between $24 and $30 US a pack. And you earn the difference between what you purchased it for and what you sold it for. Pretty simple. Here's a particular example. If you spent $160, you bought a 10-pack, you sold it, $80 is your profit. And that's basically how the direct retail works. Again, what if you added direct retail with online retail? Online retail is 35% of every order that's purchased from customers directly from your retail website. So you'll go to xceleratefueltabs.com/ whatever your username is, somebody purchases a single pack, a product, a customer off of your retail site, you will earn 35% off of everyone that personally purchases from your retail website. Another example here, this is example with 4 orders here, but you understand 35%, it's $7 per order. If you look at the single pack, what if you combine the two? Well, you'd be earning direct retail and online retail. Again, this is an option, 1 of 5 ways, 2 of 5 ways that you can earn with this product and with this company. Direct retail is when you're doing it belly to belly. You meet somebody at a gas station. One of the unique things about this product is that you don't have to convince anybody that they need fuel and that they want to save fuel, right? It's next to the hurricane right now in the November here in the U.S. Elections. Fuel is the next thing that people are talking about. They're talking about the price of fuel. Everybody is. It doesn't matter if you make $100,000 a month, if you make $1,000 a month. People are still talking about the price of fuel and how much it's gone up. I mean, I know that with our particular fuels, our particular vehicles, it costs twice as much to fill up the car as it did a year or 2 ago. So everyone is talking about it. So it's easy to introduce people to a product that everyone needs and truly that everyone wants. It's not like I was in the nutritional industry for many, many years. And one of the issues that you have is you have to educate people about supplements, right? People will spend more money on their car and their pets than they will on themselves. And so when you try to educate people, and there's nothing wrong with nutritionals. I love it. I'm passionate about it. But as far as a business opportunity, it's a little bit more difficult than saying, hey, do you want to save money on fuel, right? Instead of saying, hey, you want to try glutathione? Hey, do you know what proanthocyanidins are? It's a little bit different angle when we're talking about fuel. It doesn't matter what gender you are. It doesn't matter what age you are. Everyone wants to save money and they use fuel. So direct retail, online retail, everyone can send somebody to a website. This is very, very simple. What's the number one fear, even beyond death, is public speaking, right? And this is why the majority of people don't really like direct retail. A lot of people do, but a lot of people don't because they're afraid to talk to people. Well, what about online retail? Can you market your domain, your website address? Can you put that out on cards? Can you do that in an online Facebook social media type of marketing campaign? Of course, super, super simple. But these are some of the numbers anyway, as I'm rambling, of what you possibly can do. Again, these are not income claims. I'm not saying you're going to earn this. Everyone's going to depend on their skill set and mainly be depending on how bad you really want it, right? Because we can talk about it, we can dream about it until you actually do something about it. None of this that we're talking about today really even matters when it comes to a business opportunity. You really have to roll up your sleeve. You have to have that why that's bigger than the obstacles that are come along. You're going to get a no, right? You're going to meet somebody, a friend, a family. You're going to say, hey, you want to save money on fuel? They're going to say no. All right. You can't take that to heart. You move on to the next person. So until you overcome that particular fear, I guess, or those obstacles, none of this matters. So again, I'm not trying to make any income claims. Everyone's going to work at their own pace. The great part about this is that we'll meet you at wherever you are. And this is why we made this company and this opportunity so simple to share, is because we want to meet you wherever you are, whether you're brand new, never heard of direct sales before, never sold a thing in your life, or at least you don't think you have. We sell ourselves and our and all kinds of things that we recommend to people every single day. But it doesn't matter what level of experience you have. You can easily do enough with what we have with the compensation plan, again, no matter where you are, to earn a residual income that will ultimately, if you stick to it, will change your life. So this is the first 2 portions of the 5 ways to earn. This is more of a this part online retail. Well, we'll just go over this really quick. Actually, you can pause this in the recording, go over it, and kind of give you an idea of what type of money you can make. We're talking about online retail and direct retail together. And one of the interesting parts when we talk about residual income, income that comes in month after month for something that you did once in the past, and also leveraging income, this is what we're talking about. Because with online retail, you not only earn 35% of everyone that you send to your website who purchases product, but when you find someone else that wants to build a business like you do, you'll earn 10% of the orders that are generated from their retail website and 5% from their business builder's website. So this is leveraging an opportunity, right? We're leveraging time. It's not only you working for a common goal, it is your business partners working for a common goal. And with this force matrix that we created, that's exactly what the structure and the behavior that we're trying to drive is. It's working together to build an opportunity, a residual income that can literally change people's lives. Now, we're not trying, we're talking about $3,600 a month in this particular scenario here, right? If you found 5 people that wanted to do what you did, and 220 turns to 280, 1,200 turns to 1,680, etc. But this is important money. So this $3,600, we're not leaning up against a private jet and taking photos, and we're not, in the Lambo that we've rented or some big house that we don't own. We don't have to do any of that because that's unrealistic. It's not real. It's a bunch of baloney. The real income, the real life-changing income, in my personal opinion, is the money that can pay your mortgage. It's the money that can pay your insurance, that can bring a spouse home from a second job or home with the kids, to take your kids out of daycare, right? Some kids you don't want to take out of daycare, but you have the opportunity to. And so that's the important money to me. It's not the $1 million a month and all the stuff. It's nice, you can make that here if that's what you want, but it's the important money. That money doesn't change your life, right? That's when your life is already changed. This is real life-changing income, and we're talking about residual income and upfront income as well. Here's an example number 3 of the fast start bonus. Now, the fast start bonus is very similar, as you can see, to the online retail bonus. But with the online retail bonus with customers, that is on a every order basis. You earn 35, 10, or 5 on every order that your customer earns. It never gets put into a matrix. You never really earn online, or you never really earn residual income from it, so to speak. But every time somebody orders from your website, you will earn a commission. Fast start bonus is for the orders that business builders, the inventory that business builders purchase in order to gain customers. You earn 35%, 10, and 5. And this follows the sponsorship generation or the referral generation. So it's first generation, second, and third generation, meaning I introduce Monty, Monty introduces Mark. Monty is my first generation, Mark is my second generation, Monty's first generation. So we're not going to go into a big training, but this is how leverage really happens. So you can look at this example. If you had 5 at 56, you're talking about 280. You'd add 25 at 16 because that's 10%. You'd be at 400, 125 at 5%, 1,000. You just made another 14, 16, 80 on top of the 3,600 in fast start bonuses just with this. See if I can get back here. Just with this example, not that example. Let me see if I can get back there, guys. I'm not too bright. See, this proves that anybody can do this because I am not the most intelligent person on earth here, especially when it comes to technology. In this particular scenario here with online retail and direct retail, if you earn 3,600 because you have 5 people in this scenario that want to do what you're doing, you would earn an additional 1,680 just from the inventory that they're purchasing to create their customer base. So this starts to become really, really interesting And this is all on the first orders. Now, when your distributors, your partners order again the second month, this is when it gets really exciting. So anytime after the initial order moves away from the fast start and into the matrix bonus. And the matrix is really where we build together. This is a forced matrix. We don't have to strategize. We don't have to have Zooms every 3 days to figure out how we're going to structure our organization. This structures an organization for you. This is a forced matrix. Everyone that comes into business that wants to build a business like you falls in the next open position. Very, very simple. You don't, again, have to think about it. You don't have to strategize. You don't have to waste a lot of energy because this is going to fill in the next available position. So everyone that comes into your group, they're going to fall into the next available position. Doesn't matter if you sponsored them, if somebody above you sponsored them, if somebody below you sponsored them, they're going to fall into the next available position. And if you filled up, in this example, we'll say at $60, which is our 3-pack, 3 packs of product, very, very simple. 1 for you to use, 2 for you to share. I mean, this is really a hobby type of energy that you have to put out to share two packs in an entire month. But if you are only looking for that type of money, you potentially, using that as an example, could earn $29,544 in this matrix every single month. Now, is that realistic? No, it's not realistic because there's going to be a lot of people that aren't going to put in the effort, and there's going to be a lot of people that purchase more. And with that 160 pack, which is 10-pack, that's more of what we're looking at as far as business building. You'll earn $78,784 in this example. Again, not making income claims. I'm just showing you what the potential is. And really the truth would be somewhere in between probably that 160 and 60. So you can imagine the potential if you stick with this, if you leverage, if you mentor people. We're going to talk about that in a minute. If you lock arms with your business builders, having very similar goals to create some sort of freedom, whether it's time or financial or a combination of the two, in time, this matrix is going to fill. You are going to find customers. You are going to find business builders. We have more products coming out that all fall into the matrix, all fall into the fast start, just like the fuel catalyst does. You can see what the potential is. You can earn 5% per order down 8 levels, potentially. 9,848 orders in this matrix if it was completely filled. And this is on all additional orders, right? So you get your first money on the fast start, and then you have the matrix bonus. Let's look at mentoring bonus. This is the 5th way to earn. This is an important 5th part of this compensation plan, because this is what it's all about, right? It's not about introducing somebody, making a lot of promises, and then they become orphans. This is about mentoring the people that you make promises to, that you make commitments to, by teaching them, by getting them on the training calls, by answering their questions, by doing a little customer service, by making sure that everything's going smoothly, they don't need anything, helping them advertise perhaps, learning together maybe. Maybe you guys are both at the same level as far as experience, but mentoring bonuses are 2.5% of what your personally sponsored members earned in the matrix. So in another way to say it is 50% of anything that your personally sponsors earned, you're going to earn as a mentoring bonus. So when we're talking about 29,544 that your personally sponsors earning, you're earning 50% of that, right? For mentoring bonus. Okay, you need to nurture people, lock arms, roll up your sleeve as far as high as your members want to roll up their sleeves. And this is why we created this, because we want you to help each other. We don't want to be competition. This is why we don't have all these multiple legs where you have to have 2 1-star, 3 1-star leg to become a 4-star leg. And you don't have to decide, should I put them in the left leg or the right leg in a binary? We don't have any of that. They fall into the next available position. And as that matrix fills, so does your residual income in your check every single month. And if you help people earn, you're going to earn even more by helping them through this matrix bonus. So guys, these are the 5 ways. You have the direct retail, you have the online retail, you have the fast start, you have the mentoring bonus, you have the matrix bonus. All of these very, very simple to, even though I'm getting into way more complex than I should, this is very, very simple. It's just, it really engulfs all the behaviors that you're going to want in order to become successful and create a stable long-term business. We have it in this compensation plan. It's not a 13-page, even though I probably made it sound like a 13-page, study and a compensation. It's not. It's very, very simple. Just by naturally introducing people to the company, introducing people to the products. One of the great things about this is you're leveraging, right? What you guys are experiencing right now, even though I may not be the best presenter that's ever existed, you're experiencing leverage. You don't have to give this presentation. You just send people to the Thursday calls, and we have guests doing presentations all the time from Australia, from the UK, from Canada, from the United States, all over the place doing this presentation. So one week it may be me, maybe it's someone else next week. But my point is, this is about leverage. You don't have to do this. You don't have to know everything about fuel catalysts, PhD chemistry, NASA, mentoring bonuses, matrix, force matrix. You don't need to know anything. What you need to know is that you have a big why, right? A big reason why you want to create freedom in your life. You believe in the product. You look at the testimonials that people are having. You're looking at the research that we've had over 30 plus years with Rensley. Do your own research on Rensley. When you're comfortable with the product, you know people want it. You know people are looking for a better way to save money, whether it's on fuel or in their life, make money, more money, so they have a little bit more money at the end of the month, as they say. This is a very, very simple way to create potentially wealth in your life. This is the way to create financial freedom, time freedom, and financial freedom, obviously, on a residual basis, month after month. And so this compensation plan and this opportunity really is what creates teamwork and symmetry and longevity in an organization. So again, use these tools, this Thursday call, the Tuesday training calls, the tools that are coming out, the social media tools that are coming out, the grab the tab. I know I keep talking about it, the capture pages and the system and grab the tab. So many different tools. Create your own tools, but leveraging these tools to create residual income this is one of the best products to do that with, because of the fact that everyone wants to save money on fuel. So I hope this helped, guys. Tuesday, we do have a training, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, same xizoom.com. You can come here. We'll have some training on social media marketing. We're gonna have some training on some other topics on how to build your business and leverage very inexpensive ways to expose your business to the masses. And that's going to be on this Tuesday's Zoom. So we thank everyone. Any interest at all, if you're curious, if you want to get started, get with the person that referred you to the Zoom. Ask them the questions, get those questions answered, try the product. At the very least, go to their website, buy a pack of product, try it for yourself. I guarantee you guys are going to see great results like everyone else is. So I appreciate your time. Thank you. And we will talk to you all on Tuesday. Have a good night.